So welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and today's story comes from Adventure Comics number 365, published in February 1968, with story by Jim Shooter and art by Kurt Swan. We've been trapped behind this impenetrable barrier for a long time, Legionnaires, but now no power in the universe can hold us. And I considered not showing this because it's a massive spoiler. Escape of the Fatal Five, and you don't learn for quite a while that they are the ones behind this. Give up, superheroes. Help is not on the way. No escape for Karate Kid from the Jewel Jail. The pressure on Superboy. And the heat's on Shadow Lass, Brainiac 5 in a tight situation. No hope for Cosmic Boy against the Death Spheres. Trapped, doomed. They've had it, Legionnaires. And not where there is life. And yet, where there is life, there is hope. But even should the superheroes escape to break out, they'll find that they have engineered the escape of the Fatal Five. Again, it's a huge spoiler. This is Talok 8, a peaceful, prosperous planet of the 30th century. And this is also Talok 8, 6 months later, a belligerent warlike world. So this world has become very warlike, and they are blasting any ship that comes within 1,000,000 miles. So the Legion is sent out to investigate. What do you think, Legion? Somebody has put the skids on those Warhawks. Find out what changed the picture. But if the Talokites destroy all approaching ships, how can we? We can get there, all right, Cosmic Boy, but that's just problem number one. First, we'll set you down here in the desert to avoid detection. You'll have to journey overland to the capital, avoiding Talokian armies all the way. And so they introduce Shadow Lass, which is her first appearance. I was on a mission here. Okay, so they're wondering how she could be not on the planet if they blast any ship from 1,000,000 miles away, but she explains that she was not on the planet when the war forces took over, and she's going to help guide them to the headquarters. This is as close as we get. Even with our radar deflectors, good luck, heroes. So they parachute in. We've landed. Clever deduction, Sherlock. Why are they always such jerks? Quickly, follow me. It's daylight and cover in the neighborhood is practically nil. We mustn't be found by the authorities. So they travel out with some packages. Master, as you foretold, they have come. They landed exactly where you predicted they would. Of course. My mighty mind never fails. Do they know we are aware of their landing? No, we ignored them as you ordered, Master. Gee, I wonder who the Master could be. It was spoiled. Good, excellent. No doubt they will set out for the capital by night. They will be redirected here, Captain, according to the plan. Help them along on their trek, but they must not be discovered. As you command, sire. So they are hiking out there. Let's move. This pack is getting heavy already. You got Superboy. Have Superboy carry it. You'll be wishing for a heavier pack before long when the food starts running low. Good old Brainy always looks at the bright side of things. So they don't dare fly because the radar would pick them up. Gasp! A wall, a barrier, crawling with armed guards. How did it get there? I'd swear it wasn't there this morning. We would have seen it from the air. Who cares how it got there? The question is, what are we going to do about it? So they decide they're just going to try and go around it, which is a long, brutal trip. This route days longer and through a rougher stretch of desert. Our food's already low. No water, no shade. Can't risk being seen. Have to hide all day under these camouflage cloaks. What a mission. You got Superboy with you. So they're still being observed by this fellow. And the disembodied voice, whoever it is, I wonder, wants them in perfect fighting shape when they arrive. Everyone's just about had it except Superboy. He never tires. But how long can we hold out? I feel like the story would have been better if they just didn't have Superboy with them. Whoa, Pards. Take a gander at that. It isn't on the map. It must be a mirage. That's no mirage. It's an oasis. Shadow Lass said there weren't any, and it's not on the map. Who gives a hoot? It's real. Careful, pals. This could be a trap. But it's not a trap, and they get food and water and are feeling much better. I doubt it. Well, okay, so they haven't been seen by the patrols. All the patrols have been ordered not to see you. Eat and drink well. Only the Master's science could create an oasis overnight, and he wants you healthy. So they continue on, climbing these mountain peaks, despite having Superboy. Don't bellow so loud, kid. There might be guards up there. No, Brainiac 5, I've already checked with my supervision. No guards. Perhaps it's lucky we came this way. The other pass is guarded. Hey, what's that? So these giant birds come along and start grabbing them up. Cosmic Boy, these rocks are full of iron ore. Use your magnetic power to hurl them at the birds. Gotcha, Brainy. Guards. Guard the packs. We mustn't lose them. So Karate Kid uses his super karate to kick one of the giant birds. And then Shadowlass uses her darkness power to hide the Legionnaires as they make an escape. Well, this is the top of the pass, boys. That's the Citadel right below us, and the city beyond it. The only way through is through the Citadel, unless you'd like another 50-mile hike, yes. We'll need disguises to get through the village between here and the Citadel gate. These outfits will make us look like Yakamahor, mountain people, who speak a strange language few beside themselves can understand. If you're questioned, just mumble. So they make their way into the city. Look, the gate. Right. But we don't dare try anything till dark. We can hide in this alley till then. Why can't Superboy just crash in? Nothing can hurt him. Kryptonite can, and the local warlords have gathered a stock of it. You say they are outside, and they will come in tonight. Are they ready? They are at their fighting peak, Master. We tested them against the Death Birds. Their power is fantastic. Splendid. Prepare the welcome. So this guard spots them, but thinks they're just babbling idiots. Fools, ignorant savages. This is the Citadel, the fortress. Manto sulap cortaros. No, uncomprehending imbeciles, you cannot enter. Go away. So I assume his Karate Kid knocks him out. This is the entrance hall. There is a similar one on the other side of the fortress, which opens on the road to the capital. We must make our way there. Through an army of guards, no doubt. Why did our espionage squad have to be off on another mission? This would be a lead pipe cinch for Chameleon Boy and Invisible Kid, and maybe a better story. Hey, you guys, keep it down and watch out for the... Not that this story's bad. Captain, make sure they are directed to the welcoming chamber. At once, Master. Hey, I hear sounds. Guards headed this way. They're coming from the side passages. This way. It's our only chance. What's that chamber ahead? So they are blasted with some lights and then are suddenly separated, and Karate Kid finds himself inside a diamond. I've been somehow separated from the others, but where am I? A small chamber, but so oddly shaped, and the walls seem crystalline. Great Antares, I'm imprisoned inside a giant hollow diamond. It's getting stuffy in here, not much air. I'll have to break out. I've cracked the toughest steel with my karate blows, but diamond is the hardest substance known. I haven't even chipped it. Even in the 30th century, it's the hardest. I must try harder. It has to shatter. The air is getting low. It can't last much more than a minute. Meanwhile, what is this place? Where's the rest of the group? I'm in a short hallway, but what's that noise I hear? Sounds like rushing wind. Suddenly, yow! Metal balls flying through the air at tremendous speed. Got a duck or I'm dead. Barely missed me, but I'll bet they'll be coming back. They're homed in on me. Well, a magnetic blast will fix them. No good. They're not iron, but some non-magnetic metal. I can't repel them. They're zeroing in. How long can I dodge them? Before Cosmic Boy gets all balled up, we'll have a brief pause, then return with part 2.